Booyah! Hello, everybody out there in paranormal land. You are watching the generic paranormal show with KD and Austin. Austin down here. This is Austin Maynard, KD Stafford. So how's everybody doing tonight? Russell, I see you're already in the chat. I am now streaming. This is a test stream from our new location, hidden deep within under the ground in the Mojave Desert and all that crap, just like Coast to Coast AM. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's we're still in Missouri. So but I love Missouri. I love Missouri. It's freaking great state. Anyways, so Austin, what are we gonna talk about?
Man, I don't really have, I don't know. I mean, we actually were not even supposed to do the show tonight, and we're not going to get into that, but
I was in a mood. I was in a mood. Every once in a while things pile up on you, and you're just like, man, I can't even summon the energy, the motivation to do this thing. And but you know what? I found a little bit of motivation.
You got some shit done today.
Thanks to my wife. Thank you, Katie. Love you. And yeah. So
you got some shit done today too, right?
I got a lot of stuff done today. Yes. And
it always makes me feel good when I get shit done.
Yeah, because I had today off because last week I had service calls. So we took last week's show off because of service calls. Because I had service calls. And so we are back this week to talk about weird shit. Okay.
Whatever's weird is going on. If anybody has any kind of suggestions,
whatever weird, like I want to, yeah.
Okay, let's take suggestions. Let's take suggestions.
What do y'all want to talk about? And in the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of look up. I have some notes. I do have notes, and I'm not completely unprepared. Just partially.
Well, to be fair, guys, everybody watching, like, we typically tend to just wing it anyways.
Yeah, we are. We're totally winging it.
We're better that way.
Yeah, well, that's what this whole thing is all about. It's not about stressing out, right?
Structure.
I'm not Joe Rogan. All right.
Mariah.
I wish I had his money. What's up, Mariah? What's up, Lindsay? What's up, Brian? How is everybody doing?
By the way, did Mariah ever clarify the correct pronunciation of her last name?
Yes, she said it was actually Kunal. Right? I think it was Kunowski or
Kunal.
Kunowski is it's a Polish last name, and but she shortened it to Kunal, and that's how she pronounces it.
Wait a minute, she's Polish?
Well, her last name is Polish. Austin, really? You don't remember all this?
Dude, I don't remember. I remember, yes, Kunal.
We just went through this.
Why do I feel like you're fucking with me right now?
I'm not.
I don't feel like,
I'm really not.
Mariah,
I'm not.
Is he? What the hell's going on? Did I miss this whole conversation?
Well,
really?
No, you were totally and completely there for it. So yeah,
I didn't. I mean, that took a huge left turn right there.
Hey,
I was not expecting, because I swear to God, I thought we were on the thing. I thought we were still waiting because she, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the last time I checked, her and I were waiting on you to guess on what the nationality of her last name was.
And I get because of the way it sounds, I thought maybe
we thought Hawaiian,
Islanders, yeah, Polynesian island type last name, but in reality, Miss Mariah was she was kind of trolling us because that canal is just short for Kanowski, and
I can't believe I'm so oblivious to this.
right, right. Frenchie, you want to talk about the Matrix? We can talk about the Matrix.
I like that.
We could talk about simulated reality.
Oh, I
We
can't
could
remember shit.
we live in a
CRS.
not.
Yeah.
Some of the experts say it's a 50-50 chance whether we live in a simulation or not. So I'm just saying it is
I've heard
possible.
it's greater than that.
Well, and it may be. I think actually you're right. I was thinking 50-50 chance, but I think it's actually a little bit higher of a chance that we are living in a simulation of some sort. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? So but then okay. So I believe it was like an atheist, and I'm not an atheist. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and Jesus and everything. But so I heard somebody talking the other day, and they were saying that you know the what's it called, the holographic universe or the simulation theory uh is actually just like mental gymnastics to try and prove God exists in a
Different
non-religious
fashion.
way. In a non-religious way, it's like it's still the same. You still reach the same conclusion that
There's a creator.
there is a creator. Now to what degree you believe that creator still interacts with us or whatever. That's up to your belief system, but it's like it's more mental gymnastics to try and disprove some sort of intelligent design of some sort. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, and in which
Well,
case we would be a simulation, sort of.
so one of the
We're like a meat simulation, not like a
kind.
computer, like a meat bag simulation.
So can I tell you one of the theories? One of the ways I've heard it described is so imagine just like where we are about to be. If we're, I mean, we're right about there. Imagine if we were able to create like the Sims, right? But you gave them free will or the illusion that they had free will. Now, eventually, they would become technologically sound to go and on a create another computer program with a simulation where they have free will, and then so on and
Yeah,
so on.
but
And
see,
now line all those out. Take a dart and just throw them. What are the chances it hits us?
well,
What are
so
what
here,
are where are we in that line? Like that's the
right.
question.
So are we base reality? That's called base reality.
Yeah.
So you
Are we
have
the
base
base or are we
reality.
one of the? Yeah, that's the
Right.
question.
So you have base reality, which is the true reality in which like all other simulations spawn from, right? So the idea of the simulation theory is that there's some hyper advanced alien civilization, so far ahead of us that we couldn't even comprehend it,
I haven't heard.
starting to sound a little bit like God, that would have created a simulation on some sort of supercomputer that would simulate, like you just said, Austin, the sort of like a hyper advanced version of The Sims or Sim City or
Mhm.
I've been playing RimWorld a lot lately, which is an awesome game. If you're an Uber nerd, I highly
Man,
suggest it. But yeah,
I'm
but ultimately
fucking
there is a
see something.
base. Ultimately, there is a base reality. But here's the thing: does it help us to know? Does it even do us any good to even? Would it do us any good to know that we were even in a simulation?
That's a good question.
How do you break out of the simulation? Is it like the Matrix? And take this into account also. When Neo woke up in the pot of goo and he pulled the thing out of his esophagus, and he had the tubes all off of him. Was that base reality, or was that simply another layer of the simulation?
See, that's interesting, man. But I mean, yeah, that's a good question, and so that's where the hard part is like, well, I don't believe that we would be able to like escape our level, because if we are a simulation, then we would also be, or if we're living in a simulation,
it
then
would
we would
take
also be
someone.
programmed.
Well, now, if we are actually if we are actually living, breathing biological beings, right, in some sort of stasis, and our minds are experiencing reality, you know, kind of like w-
What we
what we
perceive to be, yeah.
what we would think is our conscious is actually our real body and our real brain in some stasis pod somewhere, and we are experiencing the world through digital inputs, like fed directly into our brain, right?
Almost like
And
a first person view.
and that's like well, there's so many theories that get wrapped up into this. You got what's the one called, the last Thursday or last Tuesday theory, like everything could have been created last Tuesday and you would never know. That's true. Because if everything were created last Tuesday and everybody and everything were snapped into existence by God last Tuesday, then your memories and everything wouldn't be real. They feel real, and you remember everything all the way back to your childhood, and we have history and everything else, but all that was also created last Tuesday.
I guess you could disprove it.
Well, that's just one of those little quirky little theories out there. Hey, everybody who's popped into the chat here. We got Tim, we got Joanne, Kayla, Lindsay, Frenchie, Lawana. Did I say hello to you, Lawana? I'm sorry if I did not. Pretty excited. We'll be heading up to just quick change of course real quick. Katie and myself will be driving our POS Kia 2012 Kia Sorento to Bryan, Ohio, to hang out with one of my best friends, Austin Maynard, and we're going to do a little event at which is the school,
Middle Point School.
Middle Point School, right? And we usually either do the school or the Blaze Village. So we will be doing the school with Austin, so that'll be fun. And I know Mariah, I know you're coming out, and we really appreciate you.
Yes, this time, Mariah, you'll be able to experience the school in warmer weather, which will be, much better. Because I think last time, what was it, like November, the end of November, when she came out to Middle Point?
Oh man, what it
That
was cold as hell. It was cold, but still wasn't as cold as the first time I went up there. That was the coldest I've ever been up there.
Yeah, well, that was in the middle of a blizzard, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly.
No, it was just windy.
Was that the second?
So
That was
windy.
that's right. But the
I
blizzard
left
was
the
Father
night.
John's.
I
That's right.
left the night, yeah, because we were doing it at Father John's that one night, and I was like, dude, it's about to hit, bro. I was like, I hate to leave early, but I think we're gonna go
I
ahead.
remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah, we hopped in the car and headed out, bro. Dude, it was an insane drive home. We left out of Ohio at like what was it, like midnight, 12:30, maybe 1 a.m. And it was already snowing. There was already like 6 inches of snow on the roads, and we were just like, we're heading back to Missouri, baby. And yeah, that was an adventure, man. I've never seen so fewer people on that toll road, that you take to go back and forth.
Turnpike.
Yeah, the turnpike. Never seen. But anyway, back to our
lecture at hand.
Yeah, the simulation theory. The simulation theory could could like, explain a lot of things. But again, like, what level of simulation are we on? Are we the simulation of the simulation of a simulation of an advanced being, or what?
Well, think about this. Like, what's that game where you can travel to like it's got like an infinite map almost, and like travel to other planets and shit. What's that game called?
Oh,
I
you're
can't
talking
remember.
about No Man's Sky. Oh
No Man's Sky.
you're talking about the new Starfield.
Is that what it is? I
Starfield.
feel like it's
It's
okay.
Starfield. Yeah, because
Right, yeah.
Starfield you can go to planets and they well No Man's Sky does it too, but Starfield does it better.
Like where it's just almost like an infinite map.
Okay, no, I take that back. No Man's Sky has gotten so much better. It was crap when it came out, but yes, they would
Yeah.
there's like a billions of stars to go to. But see, I think the difference between No Man's Sky and Starfield is Starfield, when you go to some random planet out in the middle of nowhere, it generates like when you get to the planet.
Mm.
I haven't
But
played it
think
in a
about
while.
this. Think
But
about but
that
think
game sucked so bad. It was so disappointing. Why'd you bring that up? I was
Well, the
really
reason I
excited
say that,
about that game.
is because there is a theory that our experiences, everything in our life, it basically doesn't even appear until we see it,
Observe it until we
observe it. So,
experience
like, it doesn't exist;
like
it manifests.
particles don't react will only react a certain way whenever observed.
Well,
But
but there's a reason for that, though, too, is because in order for it to be observed, it has to be hit by a photon, and when it gets hit by a photon, it changes its course, and so like that's kind of like the observer thing.
no,
I
it's
just learned
not.
that today.
No, it is not, because being hit by a photon, looking at something is not being hit by a photon. Just observing a particle is not, you are not like interfering with that particle at all. Simply observing a particle, because some particles they like I forget what it was. I forget it. That's stoner brain kicking in, but they will only what was it? It'd be like if there was a light that was that could go say there was an arrow light, right? And it could light up left or it could light up right? Like that, but it will not light up until you look at it.
Mhm.
And then it lights up in a certain direction. And it's but until then it's lit up in both directions. Or let's say it's in a box. When you open the box, it's lit, and that's kind of like Schrodinger's cat.
But so this is the thing, though, is that but why does it change?
Because you observed it, and that's a mystery. We don't
But
understand why
no,
that
this is
difference.
but this is like one of the theories behind that mystery is that the only reason the reason that we observe it change is because we are observing, like, because when we
Is
observe it, we are
is
observing the
because
photons hitting it, which makes it change to a different state or a different direction or whatever. Like, that's why
okay,
we believe that
okay,
that's
but
why it changes when we observe it.
photons are always hitting something. That's like when a tree. That's like the old saying: if
But
a
when
tree
you're on a
falls in the
quantum
forest.
level, man, like when you're on the quantum level, it's different for some reason. We can't
That
assume
Well, that's
that
true.
physics
That's
doesn't
true.
work
But
the
some
same way.
things, well, that's no, it's true that everything doesn't work the same on a quantum level. But it's also true that a lot of things kind of still are the same, and or so far they can be still applied to quantum physics. Some things, not everything. Quantum physics it gets crazy. You get like a part.
I
You
guess
have like a God particle.
we assume that photons are hitting the particles when we're not observing them.
I hear you, Joanne. Hit that puff puff. Go get you some munchies now.
See, Joanne, this is how we have these conversations. By the way,
Yeah, puff puff.
what do we call? I like to say flying with Peter Pan, climbing trees.
This is lemon haze something. I don't know. Anyways,
But but this is how we get into our creative thoughts. And so
how
now
we get outside of ourselves, man. We get all existentialists.
So there's something that Bob Marley. There's something Bob Marley said one time, and he's actually quoted as saying this. There's a video of him saying this. Like he said, like
One
the
love,
herb.
or that he shot the sheriff.
No, it's just like he just said that he was just saying this. Basically, what he said was that like alcohol will make you drunk, like like herb will make a man think because you just get inside your head and so you're thinking.
That's deep, dude.
And
Well, you know what the late great Colonel Sanders said. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
I mean, that's another way to do it, but like I don't know, the thinking part is really like
you think about that for a minute. You think about that. You really give that some thought. All right.
that's too.
All right, let's jump over here on the old.
That's like
let's look at some toxic Reddit like craziness. How about that?
oh, we're switching from the Matrix.
Yeah, I think we've kind of run into a dead end on the Matrix type thing. You know, like, that's how it goes though, right? Like eventually what, like what are you going to talk about? Because it's a circular thing, right? It's kind of like arguing the existence of God. You always come back around to God. Okay, then how did the Big Bang happen? Well,
I'm starting to lean towards the dark matter thing, man.
Okay, so here's the thing with dark matter. Dark
matter.
matter is dark. Okay, so you know what dark matter? I kind of look at it like this, right?
I know exactly what dark matter is.
It's a necessary
I
component
don't. But
to the physics of our reality in order for it to operate correctly, right? Like without dark matter in the mathematics, that nothing would hold together. Particles like atoms wouldn't hold together in our and if this is a simulation, whatever simulation this is, the physics of this simulation would not work. So it's almost like that. It's almost like dark matter, to put in kind of like video game terms. Dark matter would be like the
it's like it's
code
like
the code that represents the space in between you and an object, right?
yeah.
And that is that, right? It's there for a reason, to provide that reality for you, right? Because if it weren't there, there would be no space. You would be everything would collide, and shit wouldn't work, right? And that's
I'll just collapse into
again,
each other.
but again, that are we base reality, right?
Yeah,
And,
I mean,
and is that actual base reality physics, or is dark matter something that was added by the person who designed the simulation in order to make the simulation work correctly?
well, and that's a very real that's a very real theory. But
I just kind of thought of that. Sorry, I don't know.
that's a very real. That's a good question.
That's
a good point.
Yeah,
it's a good thought. But I do know that. I mean, really, dark matter is just a term that they give to whatever, because there is something in the void. Like it does not interact with photons. That's what dark matter is. It's matter.
They can't measure it. They can't observe it. But the mathematics, the math says that it has to be there in order for the universe to exist in the state that it does.
Well, that plus there's more evidence than just the math.
Like if you were to take, they have these supercomputers, right? And they have like
quantum computers.
Yeah, the quantum computers, and they have basically the entire universe like what they know about it, right? They know by using radio telemetry, like they kind of have reached out and bounced off the outer edges of the universe, right? Supposedly. And they say it's shaped like a giant sphere, right? You've seen the images of what the
well, it's just from our perspective. It's because we can only see like 13.9 billion light years into the past, and so I mean, from our perspective, in any direction, we can only go that far. But I mean, if we were to go to like Alpha Centauri, like we were to go to that star and look in but like that's where the hard part is that like how far now if we were to send out, like I don't know how we would do that because you would have to be able to get, we can't measure that necessarily. It's a sphere because we can only see 13.9 billion years in any given direction. So of course it's the same distance in every direction, which makes it a sphere from our perspective.
Okay.
And we can't really.
So this right here.
That's
this
the
right here is
cosmic radiation background. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So this is
380,000, I think. 380,000.
This is where our radio waves from our telescopes and shit reflect back, right? And
yeah, that's the microwave, the cosmic microwave radiation background.
It says here
like 380,000 years after the Big Bang.
This is actually all the galaxies that exist within that radioscopic background image that we've all seen, which for some reason I had kind of a problem just Googling that quickly. I think it's because I don't know why.
Oh, so this isn't the cosmic.
No, this is no, but if you notice, it's in the same shape because this is a working map. This image from the 2-mass redshift survey shows the stringy distribution of tens of thousands of galaxies in the nearby universe with colors based on their redshifts, distances from Earth. A proposed technique would use radio bursts from distant sources to produce a statistical description of the large-scale structure of the universe. So this is kind of like if you were like to take a water balloon and put it in the fridge, right? And then let it freeze, take it out. The balloon would be like that radioscopic kind of image that we're used to seeing of like this flat ball looking image of what we believe the galaxy is shaped like. But when you rip that balloon off, the ice formations within that balloon that formed, that's what we're looking at right here is the stuff that makes up the universe instead of the actual radio background universe itself. So they're saying that this is how all the dots, the little lights. I wish I could blow this up better. I can't. Let me see if I can download it. That made absolutely no sense the way I just explained that. I apologize for the way I fucking explained that.
Honestly, like that, this doesn't necessarily make any sense based on physics, even.
Why? Because the galaxies in the universe are expanding along with the universe.
Yeah, but our perspective, our view. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. We can see 13.8 whatever billion years into the past in billion light years into the past in any fucking direction. And so if you take a dot and you have this distance and you just, I mean, I don't understand how like it would be in that kind of a sphere or like an oblong, that doesn't make any sense. Like, especially like if we're talking about all the galaxies that we've mapped, like there's no fucking way. There's galaxies straight above us, down below, and literally in every direction. It's actually, if you were to go like you go to Hawaii or something, like up where the observatory is, like away from all the night or the light pollution and shit, and you can see it's literally almost like light in every. Like honestly, if you I'm gonna show you reference, you point in any direction, you'll hit a galaxy eventually.
I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right now.
I mean, yeah, maybe the way that you explained it was. I mean, I don't know. That just doesn't physics-wise.
I have to show you the picture that I'm referring to when I say the radioscopic image of the background. The edges of the universe that we have. Well, we think anyway.
I mean, I know that the farthest back that we can look is about 380,000 years after the Big Bang. And that's as far as we'd be able to see in any direction. Because there's no like light we can only see as far as light will travel to like we are actually seeing new galaxies pop up like in the red wavelengths.
All right.
Like new
So
galaxies
there's
are
that
popping up.
one. There's that one. Damn it.
I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding what this is. Like, I guess where would we be at in that?
All right. So, and now this is the actual radio background.
That's
right. Okay.
The cosmic microwave radio background.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is where the galaxies exist within that cosmic radio background.
So like I see what you're saying. So like basically
red,
when this is at 380,000 years after the Big, this right here is okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's where I was misunderstanding. All right. Okay.
So
yeah.
if you look closely here, you see the little tiny red dots. It says that, what did it say?
Those would be the earliest or the oldest.
Shit, where was it at?
I would assume that on this it would be the oldest because it's probably showing the color based on the wavelength, right?
Hold on, I gotta.
Most of these maps do. So I would assume that because like the red shift is like really what they look for. That's how they can tell the furthest away galaxies are the ones with the red. Because like the light has stretched out so freaking far, it becomes like at the very low end of infrared. Oh, you took it away. Shit. I'm just like real up close to the screen.
I'm gonna bring it back up. I'm gonna bring it back up. Sorry, I was trying to clean up my all these windows I got because I only got one monitor right now.
Nice.
Hey, thank you to the two people who are still watching. Aaron Lovejoy, what's up? Tim Lovejoy.
Come here.
Katie and Austin are going to be at Middle Point in late October. We need to go so we can meet him finally if we're loud. Of course you're loud, bud.
Well, Timmy, get with me. I'll arrange it. I will arrange it.
Because when Austin and I get you in person, we are going to talk you make you sign a contract to be our Jamie.
Well, yeah, there's a deeper story going on, KD, that you don't know. But Tim, yeah, just reach out to me. We'll make it happen regardless. We may have to do it like outside of that, but like, yeah, we'll figure it out, brother. I promise. I'll explain, KD. I'll tell you the story later.
And see, also now there's okay, cool. Well, yeah, it's all good. Tim, you're the bee's knees, bud, and I can't wait and hope to see you in October.
I do agree that Tim should be our Jamie. I do agree.
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, Tim, you wouldn't even have to show your face, dude. I could just have a picture of a little whatever avatar you want just popping up right there, man. And you could just like share stuff
fun facts
for us.
Like
real,
pull it up,
dude. Yeah, hey Tim, like yeah, for real. I all I have to do is send you an invite. It's really easy to do. It's so easy. It's so easy. Under my administration, I'll make it even easier.
Huh? For real?
So yeah, anyway. So you know what's interesting, now that we're talking about the image of the
cosmic microwave radiation background.
Yeah, the classic image of the
cosmic microwave radiation background.
Yeah, that thing. So
I do a lot of
think that actually now that may be not that's like only one way to look at it. It's like
it's only from one direction.
they think that, well, it is, but they can like image it, they can render it into a three-dimensional based on its proportions, right? But
Right.
they thought they could, but now there's some evidence that suggests that the um the universe may in fact be a toroid shape. So that's weird.
Huh.
See this right here. This right here says geometry of the universe, son. All right. Now you
Oh yeah,
see all them
yeah,
little blue and green and orange and red and
yeah.
yeller.
That's all their
All them little
infrared
fancy colors
spectrometry.
looks like some kind of weird 70s hippie acid painting. See, I don't know what
Yeah.
any of that means, but I know this down here. This
Well, that's
means
all
this is an
infrared.
open. This is like some Tron level shit right here. This right here, I'm pretty sure is the track that you rode the light bikes on in Tron. I don't know if you remember Tron.
Fuck yeah, we had Tron
Fantastic
3D,
movie.
man.
Anyway, so are we? So apparently, there's a debate on whether it's open. The geometry of the universe is open, flat, or closed. Closed would be like if that radio picture of the universe was like a ball, right? Like a ball, and everything that existed inside it or within it was the universe, and everything outside was what the fuck ever that is, because that'll
Well,
break
that's
your
just as far back
like,
as
what
we
the
can
fuck is
see.
outside of that? What is outside? What is beyond um the dome, for lack of a better term, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the radio that's
Well,
the
that's
radio
that.
background. But what's causing that radio background? Is it the expansion of the universe, or is it something? Is that like the end of the map? You know what I'm saying? Like you play video game. I play a lot of video games, right? And I kind of look at it like this, like finding getting outside of the map, getting out of bounds is always just so cool. And a lot of games, it's even cooler to do it just because of whatever. And developers will put all kinds of crazy shit and out of bounds, and it's every game you play, if it's a good game, that's kind of, you know what, that's gonna go on my things that make a video game a good game. Is, do I like it so much that I try to get out of bounds? Check. Anyway, when you get out of bounds, right, you're outside of that normal part of the universe, and then so like, what's on the other side of that is the question. Usually, you're just falling endlessly. So, but what's on the outside of where those radio waves are reflected back? Is it like a multiverse where we're like bubbles in a like dish detergent bubbles in a sink?
Hmm.
Like is that how
Yeah,
it
just
works?
floating around. Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
then if that's the case, then what are these adjacent, attached other bubble universes like? Are they versions of our universe, or are they their own individual universe? What kind of universe is it? Is it some kind of twisted, hellish, nightmarish, Lovecraftian, Cthulhu, eldritch gods type universe, or is it
yes.
just
It
a
is.
or is it like, the whole Marvel multiverse thing where you got like the Henry Cavill version of Wolverine, and then he's
Nope. Hail the Dark Lord.
which Henry Cavill is his eyes. I'm sorry, I'm not bagging on his looks, because Lord knows I ain't a looker. But like Henry Cavill, everybody thinks he's hot and all that stuff, and dude's built. He's built dude, right? I'm just saying, a lot of steroids, 100%. If you think otherwise, you're lying to yourself. But anyway, Hugh Jackman too. Good lord, that dude's like 60 something, and he's like, you think he gets like that just Like for real, y'all. For real. For real.
Say one more time.
Come on now. Come on now.
For real.
All screen Colleen, what do you think? I think there's a lot of HGH involved
She
there.
said, "Say it one more time."
One more time. I'm gonna say it
She
one more
said,
again. I'm gonna say it
"Say."
one more again. Come on now.
No, she said, "Say for real" one more time.
For real. Better hide your kids, hide your wives.
You did. You ruined it.
They're giving steroids to everybody out here in Hollywood.
You ruined it. You had it originally, and you ruined it.
So check it out. Hugh Jackman. I didn't like it first as Wolverine, but
Yeah.
like the movie that everybody says is the worst X-Men movie, which is X-Men Origins Wolverine. I
Mhm.
thought that was one of my favorite Wolverine movies. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And that's when I started liking. But you know, I still haven't watched all of the other Wolverine movie where he was in Japan in World War II. Which one was that?
I don't know. I didn't watch any
I
of
haven't
them.
watched all of that one, and I haven't watched all of Old Man Logan because they friggin' gender swapped Logan's kid, or his clone anyway.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I mean, I think they retconned it in the comic books. So now, if you look at the comic books nowadays, it's a female SR or whatever the freaking its name was. It had two claws instead of, I can't remember what his name was, but it was Wolverine's son. Anyway, it wasn't his son, but he was his clone, and he had two claws, and he was like a angry, angsty little teen, kind of a bad guy. Anyways, still haven't watched Deadpool and Wolverine yet. You know, I might watch it tonight. I might get. I'm feeling froggy. I might do it. Might pull the trigger.
I do want to see it.
I've been wanting to watch
I just
it,
like Deadpool, man.
and I hope it's true. I hope the rumor that it's going to be the last Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, like Deadpool in that same
Like
universe,
crossover type
because
thing.
it seems like they kind of tried to keep it in that universe. They didn't bring in the Avengers. It doesn't look like that I've seen in any of the clips. If they have, do not tell me in the chat. I swear to God, I'll be mad at you.
Nope. I mean, so far, yeah, they strictly kept it to the X-Men, and he's always made it such a point to point out the fact that they didn't ever have any of the real X-Men. They only had Sonic. What was it? Ultrasonic Teenage Warhead or whatever. Megasonic Teenage Warhead. And then
Negasonic
they had
Teenage
Megasonic
Warhead.
Teenage Warhead, and then the fucking big metal dude.
Colossus.
Colossus, yeah, those are really the
Colossus,
only
they could have done a
two.
lot better with, dude. That's one thing I wasn't impressed with was the special effects. They could have done so much better with Colossus, bro. They could have made it like they didn't have to literally make him look like comic book accurate. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to hit it with that level of precision detail where it was like it literally looked like he was out of a video game. Just
Yeah,
about like 1997 Uncanny X-Men. That's what the lines, just the lines and armor, and it didn't really, they could have, dude, Colossus deserves his own movie, man. I cannot believe because he was always one of my favorite X-Men. It was Colossus, it was Wolverine. I hated Jean Grey because she was like,
wait, who's the dude that had the metal?
Havoc. Havoc. It looked like
No,
It looked like an Atom helmet.
no. There's the
Okay,
dude in the
well,
movie. There's the big crate, the
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. That's who.
Yeah, but he wasn't an X-Men though.
No, he
That's
was a
actually
villain.
Xavier. That's actually Xavier's brother.
Wasn't he a villain or something?
but he got well, originally I think he got the original story I think was he might have had some kind of mutant ability or something, but he was on some kind of archaeological dig in Egypt, and he found the helmet in some tomb, some pharaoh's tomb or something, and he put it on, and it gave him like powers. And so the helmet was his source of power originally, but I'm pretty sure they went back and changed all that. Magneto was awesome. Magneto is the most powerful OP freaking um, character in Marvel, in my opinion. Up there, up there. Obviously, Scarlet Witch is like a reality bender, so she's yeah. So she like reality benders and reality benders and what's the other one? Oh my god. I can't think of the other term that they use, but there's like three different forms of like reality warpers, I think, where they can twist reality, but like a reality bender can like change reality. So Scarlet Witch could like literally just change everything just by thinking about it. Magneto, which is kind of a ridiculous power, to be fair. It's kind of stupid to even have that power because you couldn't combat that. There's no way. Yeah, they make it, you know, and that's when you have a character with an ability that OP, it's that godlike. Um,
Yeah.
like there's no way to dumb that down. There's no way to make that, you know.
Are you talking about the Marvels?
Yeah, Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
Captain Marvel, or what was her
No,
name?
Scarlet Witch. No, Captain Marvel. I like to pretend that movie never existed, dude. That was horrible. You know, because Captain Marvel wasn't even all like what they should have done was they should have had the dude Captain Marvel, right? Start out that way, right? Like the way the comic book started. I'm not against having the female Captain Marvel because she was in there she was been Captain Marvel for they retired the other dude a long time ago, right? But you got to do a handoff, dude.
Yeah.
But it was stupid that way they did Love and Thunder Thor. I won't watch that one, but Thor Ragnarok was one of my favorite Marvel movies. But Love and Thunder was ridiculous in my opinion. I'm not trying to be like sexist. I'm just saying it was stupid. Like why? and then they wanted to do like get rid like do a whole female like a whole female version Marvel like series like all female superheroes. Why, dude? But why? Why can't they have their own individual movies? You know what I mean? Like that's cool. Like Wonder Woman movie was okay. It wasn't.
I think they did do a She-Hulk movie.
She-Hulk was garbage. Nah, that was a TV show. That was garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage.
but the movie was garbage.
That was dog breakfast, dude. That was dog.
I mean, they had her fucking twerking in the fucking office.
I know it's ridiculous with like Megan Stallion or whatever. It's like this is so freaking ridiculous, man. I couldn't even take it seriously. No, but yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch Deadpool and Wolverine soon. Deadpool's always, dude. I have probably thousands of dollars worth. I'm gonna put it all up one day back here. Thousands of dollars worth of Deadpool freaking paraphernalia in like three giant storage trunks full of Deadpool stuff, dude. Just everywhere. Deadpool and Fallout stuff. Anyway,
Fallout, I believe. In Deadpool, I do believe
Becky,
too.
how are you? I'm sorry, I wasn't reading messages.
Hello, Becky.
Silver Surfer. Yeah, okay. So check this out, Tim. I used to like Silver Surfer. I think they should do a Silver Surfer. They should do a good Silver Surfer and Galactus movie.
Isn't that
Right?
like Fantastic Four or
No,
something?
no. They made that they made that a side plot. That was like
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
that was like the what made Silver Surfer go on his no, they need to just that, but the movie was about the Fantastic Four. It wasn't about Silver Surfer. They need to
Right.
do Silver Surfer
Oh, dude.
movie.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like an actual focus on Silver Surfer. Screw
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is retarded. You cannot. Sorry for anybody who's offended by that word, but I'm a '90s kid and it's really hard to not say it. But they need to do like Silver Surfer origin movie. I mean, they do it for everybody else. He probably has one of the coolest freaking origins there is,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
See,
Yeah.
I never get into superheroes.
Yeah, he agreed on his home planet. He had a family and a wife, kids, all that stuff. And Galactus was the like destroyer or the eater of worlds, right? And they show okay, so like in that stupid Silver Surfer Fantastic Four movie they made, Galactus was a giant butthole cloud. It was a giant sphincter cloud in the sky that was just gonna like suck Earth into its ass, into its sphincter.
Okay.
Like, whoa, that looks like every other, like, oh no, there's a portal in the sky. Oh darn. And that was supposed to be Galactus. Galactus was actual like looked like a giant freaking dude with a big like super flamboyant very very questionable purple costume and a big funny hat, but he would enslave a messenger, or not a messenger but like a scout, to go find him planets to eat, right? And then I guess warn the planet. I don't know. And it's like, hey, you got about 5 days to get the crap out of here. But he was that's right, a herald. He was a herald. Sorry, herald. Jessica Alba was the best.
Invisible girl or invisible
Invisible
girl.
woman. Invisible woman. She was crap. Oh, Johnny Blaze.
That was
Johnny Blaze. Crap. I can't think of her daggum name.
Chris Evans. Didn't
But
Chris
yeah,
Evans?
Reed Richards, and oh my God, Reed
Brad
Richards,
Pitt too, right?
Johnny Blaze, Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, and friggin' crap. What's her name, Tim? Please. Shit, I'm gonna think of it. Susan, son of a, I should have known it started with an S.
Susan Storm, actually. Yeah, that's right.
Because
Somehow I knew that.
just because of the sheer numbers of Marvel characters whose first name, the first letter is the same as their last name. Peter Parker, J. Jonah Jameson,
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. Anyways,
Clark Kent.
Peter Parker.
Clark Kent was not.
Clark
Yeah,
Kent.
CK.
That's Marvel, man, or that's DC, man. That's not Marvel. That was more of a Stan Lee thing, and I think I saw an interview where he said he did that. I know we're not talking about anything paranormal now. Sorry, y'all. We just kind of.
No, I know. You broke that out.
Completely. Why is it always my fault? Why you always gotta blame me?
Well, because I'm not fucking. I don't know anything about superheroes. I didn't bring it up. I'm lost.
You definitely contributed.
I contributed. I did contribute only because we had been sitting here for a while, and I don't.
Talking. Hey, what do you think about them remaking Superman?
They need to be done with remakes and come up with more original ideas.
I didn't even know they came out with a new Superman, like a Clark and Lois type movie.
Oh, Lois and Clark.
Yeah, like a series. There's a series.
There was a series back in the
There's a
day.
new
Yeah.
series.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
the
they
new
got a
series.
kid. They got a kid,
Isn't
and
it
their kid's got
Smallville?
powers.
Yeah, Smallville.
No. There's a brand new series.
Oh, a brand new one.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I
And
don't know.
it's like Clark Kent and Lois Lane got married and they had a kid, and the kid's name's
Is
Jonathan.
it Welcome to Plathville?
He's got crazy powers and shit too. It's
It's
called
not Welcome to
Superman and
Plathville.
Lois. It's called Superman and Lois or Clark.
Oh,
and
My
Lois.
Adventures with Superman.
No.
That's a Toonami one.
No, man. Hold on. Shit.
But I think that one they made Superman gay or something.
Look, dude. No. Yes, they did. And one and some. That was a cartoon. That was a comic book.
Yeah.
That was very brief.
But it's on Toonami on Cartoon Network or on
Well,
Adult Swim.
The Adult Swim is not what it used to be. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, new Superman show. I don't know what channel it's on or anything. It looks better than Smallville, dude. Oh yeah, My Adventures with Superman. Yeah, that's right. No. It's a live
Yeah, I was
action.
gonna say that's the
No, Superman and Lois. The Superman and Lois. Is this trailer? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Shit. This stupid mouse sucks. Oh my god, what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Hey, did you see my my new thumbnail that I made?
No. Let me get out of it.
Let me get.
I don't see anything. I just see AD.
Well, not. Hold on. Damn it.
You like it here in this small town? The aw shucks and the apple pie.
The CW.
Makes you feel
so.
safe.
Smallville
Seems
was on
fake to me.
CW.
Maybe being here will change my mind.
I wonder, is it the same producers?
I feel so bad for John and
I
Jordan.
don't think so.
Their
Or
dad just
from the director?
I can handle him.
You're not ready yet. You are not your father.
Out there, it's just gonna have to be the three of you. They have to pay for what they did.
You want to wipe out a whole town?
Whoa! Is this Halo?
Superhero.
That's Doomsday.
Armageddon.
For all of you.
No, Armageddon out of here.
Superman and Lois, 2-hour premiere Monday, October 7th on the CW.
Watch it.
You
If it
might
ain't
have
got nothing to do with freaking, the old CW, universe, I'll watch it. Because the kid's got powers. It doesn't really show it in the first season, I don't think. But the kid ends up with powers. And I even kind of spoiled it for myself, so spoiler alert. And it's like crazy little interesting situations, I guess they find themselves in, with dad being Superman and his kid has powers too. Like his kid's on the football team, Clark Kent's coaching, kid gets hit real hard, goes down like he's hurt, and he's gets where he can't control his eyes start lighting up, and he's about to just blast everybody with his heat vision, and like Clark Kent puts his hands over his eyes and just absorbs all the heat vision. It was just that That's like a really cool little little detail that and that kind of stuff is what I like to see. That's why I like the Fallout series. Cannot wait for Fallout 2 season 2 to come out. God dang, I can't wait.
Yeah, I think we're caught up on it now.
Dude, Fallout was the best show for me, my opinion, and it probably not like actor wise or drama or like a quality of whatever for a lot of film snobs, but in my
I mean, it's
opinion,
pretty good. That's fine.
best series that I wanted to just watch it all, and loved it even all the way up to the last episode since
Mhm.
Breaking Bad.
No,
Because the
yeah.
first season of Breaking Bad sucked ass.
Yeah. I
Like
didn't watch it.
you had to like suffer through that first season.
Mm.
It was très boring, as the French say. That means boring as fuck.
Is that, is that the translation?
Mm.
I mean, yeah, I didn't watch Breaking Bad. I didn't watch The Wire. I didn't watch
I
fucking
don't watch
True
any
Blood. I
shows
didn't
either.
watch.
The only two shows that I watched in the past 15 years has been Breaking Bad. I watched every episode of that, every season, every episode, and I watched Walking Dead all the way up to about season 8, I think, is when they left, when they got to Terminus and shit, after they killed the governor.
Man, so you were there.
I
Okay.
stopped watching it when they got to Terminus. I was like, this is bullshit. Same thing over and over and over again. And I knew it was going to end up that way.
Yeah, I mean, you can only go so far with a zombie apocalypse.
End
story.
it. So end it. Just stop it. Just
I mean,
stop the fucking show and make a new show about something else.
that's what they.
Why don't
Yeah,
they
they just tried to do different.
why don't they make a TV series based on the Return of the Living Dead series? Not the Night of the Living Dead series, the Return of the Living Dead series.
Well, I think what they were trying to do with like Fear the Walking Dead and shit was like the prior to the zombie apocalypse and
Nobody
stuff.
cares. But that was the beauty, is not knowing. That was what made
Some
it.
people I think were interested, but not
Yeah,
everybody.
but not yeah,
It
but
was
fuck
not nearly
them,
as much.
because that's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. So fuck them. It doesn't matter what they think.
Right.
They can go watch Marvel movies. They can go watch the latest Avenger movie. They can watch. They can go watch.
Kennedy movies.
You could watch Josh Brolin be another Marvel character right in front of your face, like for the 15th time. Even though I do like Josh Brolin.
The Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen
movie.
Kennedy has totally ruined
Disney.
No, Disney was already, but no, she ruined Star Wars, first of all. Then and she's also assisting to ruin the Marvel universe along with Kevin Feige.
What has she not had her grubby little fingerprints on in Disney?
She's mainly Star Wars. She's mainly over the Star Wars shit.
Star Wars.
Kevin Feige. No, Kevin Feige's over Marvel. Kevin Feige's over Marvel, dude.
But you don't think that she had some influence on him?
Sure, she's got influence, but that's his.
I would say she probably.
I don't blame her for that. I blame him for that, because if he's letting her influence him, then fuck him. It's still his fault.
He would have lost his job.
He ain't in charge. Yeah, but he's not. She's not his boss. That one dude, Rob Kirshner, whatever that guy's name is that just got to be the CEO again of Disney. That came back.
It's like Bob
something.
Or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I don't know if it's
that guy's the boss. That guy's
Timmy, look it up.
Boss.
Oh, we're over our hour at this point.
Yeah, we're just chatting about fucking.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't care.
Yeah, we don't. We can talk.
I'll talk if you want to talk. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm just.
I'm feeling chatty.
That's cool.
Feeling like a fucking chatty Kathy.
Is that what it is? Chatty cat.
Yeah, Chatty Cathy. I was trying to see if
Another woman's name that starts with a ch sound and not Charlotte.
how'd you like that
Cassidy.
meme? How'd you like that meme I sent you earlier, bud?
I'd have to.
First
forget
thing
it.
in the morning. First thing in the morning. Your DoorDash.
I can't remember.
You don't remember the DoorDash picture I sent you this morning? I texted it to you.
I know you. I remember you texted me something, but I don't remember exactly. I don't remember. Man, it was early in the morning. I looked at it, glanced over it, and moved on with my day. Kind of thing. I responded to you.
Oh, I see how you are.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool, man.
I bet sorry.
Cool. I see how you are. I thought we was better than that.
Man,
That's fine.
we are, but I got.
I got
I'm
it
busy.
I got it on Twitter. X. Got it off X.
I'm just like.
I'm gonna log into X and see what kind of horse shit's going on. Oh wait, I was gonna check out Reddit, Paranormal, and whatnot.
What's that Lil Wayne line? I'm like Dante Hall. I just throw up the X.
Oh, what's up, y'all? Sorry.
We
I
still have
wasn't,
people watching. Is Timmy still watching?
It is, yeah. Tim's here. He says
Bob Iger.
Bob
Iger.
Bob Iger. There you go, bud.
Bob Iger. That's who it is.
Nice recall ability, bud. Sweet.
I was like,
the bathtub
fucking
scene
popped up
at
in
the
the-
terminus was off the hook. TWD story was about mankind.
still can't get along even
The Walking
together.
Dead story was about mankind. Still can't get along even in the yes, agreed. And it was supposed to be it should have been like a 3-season show, right? And then they should have ended it, kind of like Breaking Bad. They did what 4 or 5 seasons, and then they ended it. Yeah, you
Like
want to have
Fast and
a
the Furious.
and
Like
then after they had
But-
already came out with Fear of the Walking Dead before they ended. I think Walking Dead's still on, isn't it?
no, it's over now.
Are you
But
sure?
like,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm pretty confident. I think Fear the Walking Dead just had their like series
Fear of
finale
the
like
Walking
last
Dead
year.
came out like way before Walking Dead was actually over, though.
Yeah, it did.
Like
But
it was out
not.
for seasons until
It was
ended.
roughly around the time
Why
that
would you do that? Why
Red.
would you're oversaturating the market. At that point, it's like you want motherfuckers just watching AMC like 4 hours a week instead of
If I'm not mistaken, I think they started showing it around the time that they killed Rick off. About the time Andrew Lincoln.
See, when Rick died, that should have the show should have ended.
Yeah, they tried to keep it going, but I don't think the ratings were
Because
there.
in the
That's why
comic
they
book, I'm pretty
tried it.
sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it got down to Rick was the final survivor. He had been bitten on the hand. He had chopped his hand off. He was running around. He had one hand left, and like a pistol, and he was still being hunted down by which that whole zombie. Ever since I read the book World War Z. I've never been able to watch most Walking Dead was good when it first started. The first 5 seasons were good. But because it wasn't so much about the zombies as it was about the interpersonal situations, the drama between people, but it really didn't make no sense. I mean, because Rick would be dead, he'd have been dead, just like the dude in 28 Days Later. They would have died in the hospital because all they did was barricade the freaking door without water, food, anything to keep you alive. You just happened to just miraculously survive with nothing.
Right.
And then wake up and actually have the strength and not have any sort of muscle atrophy and just get up and waltz right out of the hospital and begin immediately blasting fucking zombies. Got it. It's a TV show. I got it. But Breaking Bad kind of ruined me because they made everything so realistic and everything had consequences and everything had limitations.
Okay.
And that's and after I saw that show, that I saw that obviously before what actually I think I started watching them about the same time because I was watching them on freaking AFN in Germany, bro.
Hmm.
Because that's the only channel that I had that was in English was AFN, American Forces Network, and they would make you watch. They'd have decent shows on. Well, I was downloading the torrents on Pirate Bay.
Oh, you were going real,
I was on
real. You were
Pirate
getting,
Bay.
man.
Yeah, dude.
You were
I
on like Napster level of piracy.
oh yeah, in Europe
Original
too.
Napster. You remember that?
In Europe, yeah.
Fucking Pat's.
Europe. We
Those
used to go.
Napster.
There was an internet cafe down the road we would go to, and we would just take a external hard drive, like a 2 terabyte external hard drive, and hook it up, and just like pick like dude, it'd be like 20,000 torrents,
Mhm.
everything, games, like it didn't matter what it was, it was just packets, torrents.
Yeah.
Just download them. It'd be like 1.5 terabytes onto a
Mhm.
external. Back then, you had to plug them into the wall too. You couldn't
Oh,
just
yeah.
plug it into USB. You had to plug it into the wall. Also had a
Yeah.
12-volt. Anyway, yeah, man, that was kind of shady, but whatever. He didn't die. The CRM took him away in the helicopter. What was it? What we were talking about?
Walking Dead.
Oh, in the comic,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, because in the show, fucking Michonne and Carol and Daryl and all
I
them
thought he
continue to
died.
live on.
See, I
Maggie
have
keeps living on too, apparently.
the last season of the comics.
Mhm.
I like they you could have bought all the individual issues, but I had or the last chapter or whatever. But I had bought later. It was years after it came out. I bought the uh, black and white compilation of the last. I think it was the last 2 chapters of The
Mhm.
Walking Dead. And honestly, I don't think I finished them, but I could have sworn I remember them like just surrounding him, and I thought he blew something up or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, obviously I'm wrong.
I don't even remember how he died in the show, honestly.
Well, regardless, like when Rick died, or and I got it. That you don't want your show, but here's the thing: you don't want the show to be identical, to be um like you can guess what's going to happen. You don't want it to be what's the word I'm looking for, Austin?
You don't want it to be a word for word or scene for scene remake, or
Right.
basically
Yeah, because it's like, okay, yeah, this is gonna
there's no
happen.
mystery to it. There's no.
Like, okay, yeah, right. So obviously you want to change something a little bit. Oh yeah, and they're coming out with a 28 years later now too, I think. Yeah, that's right, Tim. Yeah, that's right. 28 years later installment of 28 days later just wrapped up production. I Am Legend, Will Smith, the Omega Man. Have you ever seen the original Omega Man, Austin? With I think it had Charlton Heston in it.
You mean Mega Man or Omega?
Omega Man, the Omega Man. That was a book originally. I think it was a book, and they made a movie about it. And I think Charlton Heston was the Will Smith character, and I Am Legend was just a telling of the Omega Man story. It just different kind of wrapper on it. But
I don't
says
even remember.
oh yeah, right here, yeah. The Omega Man, Charlton Heston. I'm sorry. The
Keep
Last Man
talking.
on Earth, Vincent Price, Pirate Bay. I used torrent PC games off there and assemble the files to activate the game. Now it's all DLC. That's true. That's true. Repetition. Good night, guys. I mean, good night.
What?
Good night, Becky. Love you.
Good night, Becky.
Yeah, we're just sorry. Sorry. We're getting in the extreme levels of nerddom right now.
No, you are.
Speaking of nerddom, I'm thinking about starting to play Dungeons and Dragons. I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like I
No.
need another ridiculous, expensive hobby.
Yeah, I never played it.
I thought
Never
about
got into
playing it. Can you play it online?
Can you?
I thought you.
I have no idea.
I think you could.
Maybe.
Huh. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna get off here too, and we have gone for an hour and 17 minutes. So, I'll try to chop this video up and take the funny parts and stuff out and make them little shorts, post them. So y'all make sure to watch them, share them with your friends. Tell your friends that if they don't like and subscribe to our channel when you share our videos to them, make sure you put in the title, like when you're sharing it, make sure you say, if you don't like and subscribe, not saying you're a commie, but you know, you might be a commie. Not saying you are, but if you don't like and subscribe. Anyway, all right. Good night. Love y'all.